Alright, so we're in a super fun area where we're questioning what do we do right now, correct? At this moment in time, you have 2B's banner which kicked up now for 6 days. And tomorrow, 24 hours from now, I lied to you, 29 hours at the time of recording from now, we will actually kick into the fact that yes, A2's banner will be out, yeah? We'll be in a point here where it'll be like the thing of, should I summon right away? Should I wait? Should I what? Then I wanted to talk about it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Give you some little bit of advice before we go into that, just in case, because you don't want to pull a 2B again, right? So initially, we looked at 2B's kit, like 99% of the community said, yeah, that looks great, got into the game. Some of her multipliers were definitely lower, given she's a defender character, so her on-screen kit we originally saw was like much better. Definitely, she wasn't as great as we originally thought. With A2, that character is currently being like theory crafted to hell. You have to see how many people are actually theory crafting her. Like, they're taking this character so seriously, and they're like, this can happen, and this can happen, and this can happen, and if that happened, then this happens, and if those two things happen, then these 15 things can happen. So it's gonna be a very wonky thing. But right now, we're in different boats here, correct? There's some of us in the boat of, I summoned for 2B, boom, I had a blast. I'm summoning for A2, day one or second one, I do not give a crap how the character turns out. Waifu, collection, that's enough for me, correct? If you're in that boat, stay in that boat, I'll get back to you in a second. The second boat, I did not summon for 2B, I did not summon for A2, I don't plan to summon for them, screw this collaboration. If you're in that boat, stay in that boat. Third boat, I summoned for 2B, maybe I'd take a look into A2, we'll see how that goes, okay? That's also one of them. Or again, I'm not summoning for 2B, I mainly just want A2, we'll see how that goes, correct? I think that we can split this up into a very easy way to understand this. First off, if you plan to summon for A2 for purely waifu, collaboration, limited, whatnot, stay in that boat, summon day one, I'm not going to stop you. That is the best thing you can do. Have fun, enjoy with the character, summon for the character. If you're in the other boat where you're like, you know what, I potentially want the character. I don't want the character 100%. I partially want the character. If you're in that boat, let's discuss about this, right? Because this character is very weird, right? We went into a lot of banners where we're like, you know what, this can be great. We went to Summer and Nice, we were like, you know what, that kit looks pretty good. First limited character that's actually meta, and that worked out. 2B, we were a little bit kind of inaccurate, right? We were like, oh, this character's broken. Still a very good character, but wasn't on that broken tier that a lot of people were originally putting out to be. 2B, get it? 2B. But with A2, it's a different story. So again, with this character, we are at the point where if you read that kit, you automatically know this character has a lot of things going for her. But what does actually, what actually goes on? What actually gets procced? What actually gets activated? How does it actually work when it comes to testing the character, right? We don't know. Is it better to keep this at full uptime where we burst, killing off this buff? We don't know if we apply a healer, how much different things occur. We also don't know how this hits up when it gets in the game. We also don't know what her exact things are when you actually go through the entire kit, what the best rotation's like, what the best manual play is like. Is this character forcing manual play? How is that going? What does the range look like? There are so many things with this one stupid character that we just do not know, okay? It is the point where people are like calling this character the one in the game that is like simply reading the kit, seeing the video is purely not even like close to being enough of information to give us, because we don't know. There is so much missing, correct? So when it kicks into that aspect of it, we'll have to definitely see, because as you see here, when you kick off that burst, so many things can happen when it's a real game. And when you do look at like the aspect of characters we currently have, there are so many synergies that can be kind of made to help this character out. You have Uni over here, as I mentioned in a separate video, which is actually a very good character for this, because again, she has lifesteal, which is pretty big. You have also the fact that you need a healer, so which healer you're going to kick into, which healer gives enough of the stats to actually help you. We mainly cut down to Rapunzel, and I think people are saying Blanc and Noir also have more than enough, which we'll find out how that turns out, but 4% max HP, and it's final max HP, so we'll definitely have to test more and more and see what this character actually does. But you're at a point where I don't think, if you're on the offense of it, do not summon day one. Do not touch this banner day one. I would definitely avoid it for a little bit and just hear what the community feedback really comes back as. I would say to watch a bunch of tests, see what happens, and then get to the conclusion, right? Again, if you love the character, I'm not going to stop you. I love A2. I'm definitely going to pity A2. I don't give a crap. Remember also, when it comes to, oh, what am I saving for that's next? The only things that are possibly next in this game is the summer school banners, like not the summer, but the school banners, right? Those will probably pop up soon. Beyond that, when we hit into October, I don't know. A lot of gacha games do Halloween celebrations. I always love gacha games that do that. If you look at it, Nier has literally followed every single, or Nikke has followed every single holiday. So they might not actually go and abandon Halloween. Just know that Halloween waifus sell, and they sell very well, okay? A lot of gacha games actually do very good on those kind of holidays. So when it comes to it, we can get like a limited Nikke that is actually Halloween kind of themed, which would be cool. So that could also happen. Beyond that, you have nothing happening until, let's say that there is nothing in October. So nothing happens in September, the rest of it. Nothing happens in October. But in November, the first week, second week, around those 2 dates, you'll kick into the anniversary. So clearly, you have time to accumulate some sort of a pity. You have to hope that that anniversary event is more stacked than the previous one. The last one gave you about 5 to 6 multis. If this one gives you anything more, you're in a much better range to making it, right? Because clearly in a month, you can definitely obtain about, 2-3 multis. And then, any events that kick up beyond that, that's more, gems or summons in your pocket, right? So at the end of the day, pitying this or summoning on this is not going to like ruin you, but you have to make sure you can get enough pity beyond the point of 1 to 2 months. Okay, so that's the big thing. And if there is Halloween Nikke, which we don't know, that's also there. But again, a collab might be more limited to you, which is why I don't give a crap of what's next. I will have to be worried about that anniversary. That's going to be a problem. But I think free-to-play wise, I'll definitely be able to make it. I still have a little bit of Lost Sector left, and I'll just have to hope that Tribe Tower I can go and achieve more rankings and get some more gems and hope for some more mess-ups and compensations from them. But beyond that, there's only really 2 things left, so I think that pulling for A2 is still, perfection. We'll see how the character turns out. Right now, it is too iffy to pull day 1 if you're really, questioning it, because a lot of testing has to occur. There are so many things with this kit that can actually be great. People listen, this is how Theory Crafting has gone so far. People are calling her mid as hell. People are calling her terrible character. People are calling her Alice 2.0. People are calling her the rocket launcher Alice. People are calling her, there are so many different names that are being thrown to this character. Those at Scarlet replacement, it is endless how many people are saying this character has potential, and then also people that are saying that this character is going to be mid as hell because nothing will activate at the right times, and it will be more so a battle of the game itself than actually battling, the enemies, because you'll be fighting with A2 to keep buffs active versus fighting the enemies because, you'll just randomly take that one stray ounce of damage, which will kick off her mode. Again, this is a character that needs testing. So we're at a point where I would tell you the best advice. If you're on the fence about it, just wait a day or 2, see what happens. Don't chase dupes just yet. See how the character does and what actually happens, and then make your decision. If you hate this character sucks balls, then just go for it and summon for 2B. Maybe go and dupe out your 2B, do whatever there. If you want to just go for collection, just to own the character, that's there too. But definitely, this one has really put the community in an area where we just don't know. It has to be tested. So many aspects of this kit need to be checked and run through many tests to see. So we'll have to wait till that day. And I don't even think day 1 will get a consensus. I don't think so. I think it will take some time to run into the deep testing, whale testing, stuff like that. Free-to-play testing to the extent of building perfect gear and whatnot. So that's it, right? And then again, team building. This character also requires a little bit of team building. I still think we don't know what we're gonna do, but there's Maxwell, which will buff up your charge speed. You can clearly see she takes a while to charge up. So buff up the charge speed, that could be a big thing. Then you can also go for a character like Uni, which will buff up lifesteal. Then again, you need to work with the healers. So a lot of aspects of this character that have to get tested. So simply put, I would wait. Simply put, the only thing happening soon is either Halloween or anniversary. It's still a kind of open time to kind of save summons between then and now. But then again, this is me speaking, so Nikke is like, hey, you know what? He's saying they got time. Screw it. We're gonna drop another collab, right? I don't know. But you got time for a little bit, okay? So I think that A2 would be fine of an investment if you care for it. But if you're on the fence, just let it go, right? Right now, hear what happens. If the character's broken, you know what to do. You just go in, right? Have fun. Summer and East 2.0, boom, have a blast, right? Simply put. So that's been it. I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. Peace out, enjoy. Quick little video to talk about that just so you know before the banner does go and release. And I'll see you on the A2 reset. Yeah.